Hi, I have another channeled message for the collective. This eclipse season has been so illuminating to the shadows that you have still been suppressing within you. These emotions, these feelings that you haven't felt allowed to feel or you've been scared to feel are starting to be confronting as you are being triggered more and more often these last few days. And it has become a little overwhelming, but Spirit is pushing you so that you finally wake up to your feelings and your truth and you get out of your own way when it comes to starting your new business or moving to that city or opening up to love. All of these things that your heart desire is being blocked by the limitations of the beliefs that you still think about yourself that are not true, the ways that you have not spoken up for yourself and set boundaries. And you're also being faced with the addictions and the codependency on how you cope with your feelings, particularly with food and sugar. Your consciousness is expanding. So now the things that used to be an escape for you that weren't healthy, you're starting to feel it even more. You're starting to recognize that this is not the way to do it, that the only way to heal it is to feel it. And so many of you are tired of running from your truth. You are tired of trying to numb it with substances and alcohol, and you're also just tired of being scared. You're ready to just move on to the next chapter and just face whatever it is that you need to face. And so this full moon in Scorpio has been like a huge spotlight, and it's kind of acting as a final purge for this season because so many of you are closing the door to this chapter so that you can open the door to the next one. And we know that in order for something to begin, something has to end. And it's kind of like an ego death within yourself, where this aspect of you no longer resonate with, you're tired of it, and you've been pushed so much to the brink where you are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. There's no more excuses. Like I said, the escape, and the coping mechanisms don't even make you feel good anymore. And the only thing that you can do is take that risk now, that perceived risk, because the risk doesn't even feel like a risk anymore. It feels like the only option to move forward. And so you have been asked to really face some deep darkness. Not that you haven't been doing it this whole time, but we've reached a really pinnacle part in our journey and our ascension. And it's getting to the point where you are becoming fearless. You are fearing less. And it's a really beautiful place to be, even though it has been very challenging. So many tears, so much rage, so much anger is being released in the collective. And we're starting to see this as the sacred, darkness, and where the darkness is not something that we run from, but we walk in head first, knowing that we are the light and knowing that duality will always exist within both of us, within all of us. And we can't get away from it, but we can make a conscious choice to walk more in the light now that we know that the darkness is not ruling us anymore. And so if you've been feeling super emotional, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, it is because there is something that you're still not saying. There's something that's still on your heart. There's something that you still haven't done, and it's time for you to do it. So just know that this is totally normal how you've been feeling, and that it's time for you to face it and release it and purge in whatever way your body is telling you to purge. So don't fight it, let it out. The only way is to move through it. You can't spiritually bypass. So you're going to have those conversations. You're going to have to set the boundaries. And you're also going to have to take a look in the mirror and say, are these maladaptive ways of coping actually getting me closer to where I want to be, or are they holding me back in the past? So I hope this helps. I love you guys. Bye.